Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome to the journey of quest where we quench your thirst of knowledge. Our planet Earth teems with life in a dazzling array of forms. From the smallest microbes to the largest whales, life has conquered every corner of our world. But this abundance of life begs a fundamental question. How did it all begin? The origin of life remains one of the most profound mysteries in science, a puzzle that has captivated thinkers for centuries. Imagine our early Earth, billions of years ago. It was a world vastly different from the one we know today. Volcanoes erupted, spewing molten rock and gases into the atmosphere. The air was thick with noxious fumes, and the oceans were hot and acidic. Yet somewhere in this harsh environment, the miracle of life took hold. How did inanimate matter give rise to the complex machinery of living cells? The answer lies in the intricate chemistry of early Earth. Scientists believe that simple organic molecules, the building blocks of life, formed spontaneously in the primordial soup of early oceans. These molecules, driven by chemical reactions and bathed in energy from the sun and geothermal vents, began to assemble into more complex structures. Over eons, these structures became increasingly sophisticated, eventually forming self-replicating molecules, the precursors to DNA. This marked a pivotal moment in the history of life, the emergence of heredity. With the ability to copy itself, life gained a foothold on Earth, setting the stage for the remarkable diversity we see today. The primordial soup hypothesis, proposed by Alexander Oparin and J.B.S. Haldane, offers a compelling explanation for the origin of life. This theory envisions the early oceans as a rich broth of organic molecules, a crucible where the building blocks of life could assemble. The conditions on early Earth were ripe for such a scenario. Volcanic eruptions released gases like methane, ammonia, and hydrogen sulfide into the atmosphere. These gases, along with water vapor, formed the primordial atmosphere. Intense ultraviolet radiation from the sun, unfiltered by a protective ozone layer, bombarded the Earth's surface. Lightning storms crackled through the sky, providing bursts of electrical energy. These factors created a highly reactive environment. In this volatile setting, simple organic molecules like amino acids, sugars, and nucleotides could form spontaneously. Experiments like the Miller-Urey experiment have demonstrated the feasibility of this process. In this experiment, scientists simulated the conditions of early Earth and successfully produced organic molecules from inorganic precursors. These molecules accumulated in the primordial soup, creating a concentrated mixture of life's building blocks. Over time, these molecules interacted, forming more complex structures like proteins and nucleic acids. Eventually, these structures became enclosed within membranes, forming primitive cells, the first life forms. Charles Darwin's theory of natural selection revolutionized our understanding of life's diversity. This elegant theory explains how life, once sparked into existence, could diversify and evolve over countless generations. At its core, natural selection is a simple yet powerful concept. Within any population of organisms, individuals vary in their traits. Some individuals may be faster, stronger, or better camouflaged than others. These variations can arise from random mutations in their genes, the blueprints of life. In a given environment, some traits will be more advantageous than others. Individuals with advantageous traits are more likely to survive and reproduce, passing their genes to the next generation. Over time, these advantageous traits become more common in the population, while less advantageous traits become rarer. This process, repeated over countless generations, leads to the evolution of new species. Darwin's theory provides a framework for understanding the fossil record, the history of life etched in stone. Fossils are the preserved remains or traces of ancient organisms, providing a glimpse into the past. By studying fossils, we can trace the evolution of life over millions of years, observing the gradual changes in organisms over time. Fossils are the echoes of ancient life, whispers from the distant past that tell the story of evolution. They form when the remains of organisms are buried in sediment, protected from decay. Over millions of years, these sediments harden into rock, preserving the shape of the organism within. Fossils come in many forms, each offering a different window into the past. The most common type of fossil is the body fossil, which preserves the hard parts of an organism, like bones, shells, or teeth. These fossils provide a direct record of the anatomy of ancient creatures. Trace fossils, on the other hand, preserve the evidence of an organism's activity, such as footprints, burrows, or even fossilized feces. These fossils offer insights into the behavior and ecology of extinct animals. Fossils are found in sedimentary rocks, rocks formed from the accumulation of sediment over time. These rocks form in layers, with the oldest layers at the bottom and the youngest layers at the top. This layering, known as superposition, allows scientists to determine the relative ages of fossils. The fossil record is a vast and incomplete archive of life's history. While fossils provide invaluable insights into the past, they represent only a tiny fraction of the organisms that have ever lived. Fossilization is a rare event, requiring a specific set of circumstances. Despite its limitations, the fossil record reveals a clear pattern. Life on Earth has changed dramatically over time. The oldest fossils, dating back billions of years, are of simple, single-celled organisms. Over time, more complex organisms appear in the fossil record, culminating in the diversity of life we see today. The fossil record also documents major evolutionary transitions, such as the evolution of fish into amphibians, amphibians into reptiles, and reptiles into birds and mammals. These transitions are marked by the appearance of new traits, such as limbs for walking on land, wings for flight, or fur for insulation. The fossil record provides compelling evidence for Darwin's theory of natural selection. By tracing the changes in organisms over time, we can observe the gradual accumulation of advantageous traits, leading to the evolution of new species. The fossil record allows us to embark on a journey through time, tracing the evolution of life from its humble beginnings to its present grandeur. The Precambrian era, spanning from Earth's formation to about 540 million years ago, is dominated by simple, single-celled organisms. The Paleozoic era, beginning about 540 million years ago, witnessed an explosion of life forms known as the Cambrian explosion. During this time, a remarkable diversity of marine animals evolved, including trilobites, brachiopods, and the first vertebrates. The Mesozoic era, from about 250 to 66 million years ago, is known as the Age of Reptiles. Dinosaurs, the most famous reptiles, ruled the land, while giant marine reptiles like plesiosaurs and ichthyosaurs patrolled the seas. The Cenozoic era, beginning about 66 million years ago, is the age of mammals. After the extinction of the dinosaurs, mammals diversified and spread across the globe, occupying the ecological niches left vacant by the reptiles. One of the most dramatic transitions in the history of life is the evolution of fish into amphibians, a pivotal step in the conquest of land. This transition is beautifully illustrated by the fossil record, which documents the gradual changes in fish anatomy as they adapted to life on land. Early fish, like Eusthenopteron, possess sturdy fins with bony supports, foreshadowing the limbs of future land vertebrates. These fins allowed them to navigate shallow waters and even wriggle onto land for short periods. Tiktaalik, a transitional fossil discovered in 2006, provides a crucial link between fish and amphibians. This creature possessed fins with wrist bones and rudimentary digits, enabling it to prop itself up and walk on land. Acanthostega, an early amphibian, had fully formed limbs with digits, but its limbs were still poorly suited for walking on land. Its skeleton suggests that it spent most of its time in water, venturing onto land only occasionally. Mammals, a group of warm-blooded animals that nourish their young with milk, evolved from a lineage of reptiles called synapsids. The fossil record traces the evolution of mammals from their reptilian ancestors, revealing the gradual acquisition of mammalian traits. Early synapsids like Dimetrodon possessed a sail-like structure on their backs, possibly for regulating body temperature. These creatures were still very reptilian in their anatomy, but they exhibited some features that foreshadowed the mammalian lineage. Later synapsids, like Cynognithus, had more mammal-like features, including differentiated teeth for chewing and a secondary palate that allowed them to breathe and chew simultaneously. The first true mammals, like Morganucodon, were small, shrew-like creatures that lived in the shadows of the dinosaurs. After the extinction of the dinosaurs, mammals diversified and radiated into a wide range of forms, from bats to whales to primates. Humans, like all living things, are a product of evolution. We share a common ancestor with all other primates, and our lineage can be traced back through the fossil record to the earliest mammals. The fossil record of human evolution is rich and complex, documenting the gradual changes in our ancestors over millions of years. Early hominins like Australopithecus afarensis walked upright but still possessed relatively small brains and ape-like features. Homo erectus, a more advanced hominin, had a larger brain and more human-like proportions. This species was the first to migrate out of Africa, spreading across Asia and Europe. Homo sapiens, our own species, emerged in Africa about 300,000 years ago. We are characterized by our large brains, complex language, and advanced tool-making abilities. The study of life's origins and the fossil record is an ongoing quest, a journey of discovery that continues to unravel the mysteries of our past. New fossil discoveries constantly rewrite our understanding of life's history, revealing new species and filling in gaps in the evolutionary tree. Advances in technology, such as DNA sequencing and computed tomography (CT) scanning, provide new tools for analyzing fossils and extracting information about ancient life. These technologies allow us to study the genetics of extinct organisms and reconstruct their anatomy in unprecedented detail. The quest to understand life's origins is a testament to human curiosity and our desire to comprehend our place in the universe. By studying the past, we gain a deeper appreciation for the present and a glimpse into the future of life on Earth. Thanks for watching us share our videos. Subscribe our YouTube channel and press the bell icon and stay curious for new uploads.